I'm sharing my screen. You can see on it. So so everyone is understand this. What does this mean? Is anyone here who does not understand hashtag include IO stream? This is basically input output stream, and this is a library in C++. So you are including that library into your program, and this is a convention which is used in C++ using namespaces std, which helps in avoiding writing std again and again. When you see many programs, you will come to know what I'm saying. Like this is main function. It is always necessary to write this main function in this. So, and this is a printing. By this print something. You all must be knowing this. Then return something big because it is an integer return function. So we return 0 from it. By when we run it, so we simply get hello world printed into our console. So everyone is able to do this much in their laptop or online compiler. uh, just raise your hand if you are facing any problem.
Sir, can you please explain the syntax again?
Yeah, uh, I'll explain it again. So this is basically the library IO stream, input output stream. It is a standard library in C++. So we are including that, and this line you always write while writing the C++ programs, and this is main function. Every time you run this, the compiler calls this main function to execute, and the hello world, uh, this cout is print, just like print function is in Python and printf function in C, as most of you are familiar with. So that is like that only. So basically cout, angular bracket, double angular brackets, then hello world, whatever you have to print. Here it is hello world. Then you have to return some integer because the return of this function is integer. Then so uh, so when you run it, this hello world comes here, right? So uh, does anybody have doubt now about this?
What is the use of the line return 0?
Yeah. So as I said, that this is a int function. This is a function with which returns integer type. What we write here is the return type. In Python, there is no such uh, return type given in the starting. Like we just write def something, but in C++ we have to give the return type of the function before writing the name of the function. So hence it was integer. So we just wrote it uh, in return 0. We could also write 1, return 1, and it would still work the same way because it's just an integer value that we have to return. Any integer it can be there in the main function, right? Uh,
Okay, sir.
okay. So we'll start with the basics, like taking the input. So how do we take input in this? This cout will help us in printing the things. Now cin is there to take the input, right? So let us print, enter your name. I'm just writing some basic uh, programs since it is our first class, right? Uh, so uh, let's suppose someone's name is some integer, right? So you just print code is there in this. Uh, you always have to put some semicolon after your line. Otherwise, it will always give this kind of error. You see, you entered something and it uh, printed that thing only. So you all must have done this, but since it is a new language, so I am showing you from the starting. So you can also do plus, arithmetic operation like plus, minus, multiplication, division. So, and let me first show you, first tell you about that there are there are comments in this. This shows a particular line get commented. So when even I execute after writing this, so this line it is showing no error since this line was already commented. However, there is no syntax such as like these signs. If you just write these signs without this double slash, it will give error. So uh, next
Shringi,
is let yeah,
we can just they can do this assignment, I guess,
okay.
that you've given this introduction, I guess. That would be fine. So I am sharing a PDF here in the chat box. Obviously, it is in that link also, but uh, I'll share it again. Um, just a second. So I've shared a PDF here, and it has some questions. Like you can also see on Shingi's Abhishek's screen, and you have to do these questions. You can do this on that online compiler if you are facing any issue in the installation process, or if you have installed VS Code or any other compiler, then you can do it on that. And you have to do like, almost all the questions. These are you'll be able to do almost all the questions, I guess. So, and if you are facing any issues or if you have any doubts, you can ask us. And after um, after each 15-20 minutes, we'll like show how to do these questions. We'll show you the solutions. I've shared the solutions too, but still we'll give an explanation of the solutions if necessary. So first you people can try, and then we'll explain it. Okay, is it fine? Guys, is it fine? You can raise your hands or you can show a thumbs up. Okay.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Ma'am, what are the basic difference between C and C++? I've seen that there is a different library imported and input output are a little different. Rest is everything same.
Yes, it's almost same, but yeah, yes, there are some. Like, it would be easier if you stick to one language, then you will be able to learn its syntax faster, and you know you won't be confused much. So,
Sure.
oh,
But ma'am, if I proceed with C and the tutorial is discussed in C++, then it will be a little different, right?
um, I okay. So tutorials won't be discussed as such. Like we won't give you the solutions for each and every tutorial. So this is the first tutorial, therefore we are giving the solution. From next tutorial onwards on next lab, in the next lab, we'll ask you people to explain your code. Like as you people know, it's in the course policy that you have to give YYs, right? So you people would have to explain your code and will be graded on that basis. So, and we will only like answer to your queries. We won't explain the whole solution here. So I don't think so. It would be a problem like if you proceed with C or C++. But you can like ask your friends or ask anyone if you are comfortable with C or C++. I don't think so. There's much difference. I've only tried C++, so it works. It works for this course, and it works everywhere else too. So, Shringi, you have any other insights for C or C++?
See, if you are asking for this course only, then what Ridhima said is perfectly fine, right? Now, I would like to add beyond that. Uh, so, if you are choosing some language, so it's either C or C++, so you can refer to all the advantages and disadvantages on the net. I would like to highlight some of the most important ones here. So C is comparatively more basic language. It was earlier very much used and uh, written very basic in a very basic format. So C++ is just an advanced version of C, which also includes other concepts like object-oriented concepts uh, and so on. So for this course, both will be same. Just input output syntax will be slightly different. Otherwise, both languages are almost same. Uh, I would say. So in this also there would be for loop, while loop. In both language they have the same syntax. So both have pointers, both have structures that is struct. So I think just you are facing this dilemma because I just showed you the input output of this. So just input output are different. Otherwise, all the things for this are same. The difference comes at the higher level when you go one step ahead, when you try to implement the object-oriented concepts like uh, classes in that. But it is not the part of that this course. So it would never be a barrier to you whether you use C or C++.
And nice syntax won't be like in this first session, you people might be feeling that people who have learned Python are at a disadvantage or something like that. Syntax won't be a problem like after 2 or 3 lab sessions. You need to understand the method, and that would be like sufficient. So I don't think so there would be any programming test, and you people can just know about how to uh, like do calculations on arrays or on vectors, and like, that would be fine, and it would be enough for this course. So, and syntax is not a problem. Like you just have to go through some articles on Geeks for Geeks or on Stack Overflow, and you'll you'll do good. You'll do fine. The problem is if are you able to understand the methods, like what methods we are using to solve the equations and everything. If you are able to understand the method and you can write the pseudocode for it, then you can write it in any language. So C, C++, or Python. If you are able to write the code in Python, then you will be able to translate it in C++. It won't be a problem. Seriously, it won't be a problem. Don't worry. Yeah, that's it. So if people can start with your assignment. And you can search on we are always here to help you guys. We'll resolve your doubts too. But for syntax purposes, or like if you're learning some new language, I hope you guys know, and even if you don't know, you can look search it on Geeks for Geeks or Stack Overflow or any other documentation that is available for C++ or C. There are many resources, so you should know how to search for the syntax. I guess you people know, like you've done call 100, every one of you, right? Online versus offline compiler. So for this lab, you can do it on online compiler, but you need to like Aryan asked, file handling is required in this course. So that can pose a problem in online compiler. So like from the next lab onwards, everyone should have offline compiler installed on their system. Yes, a simple Google search would also be sufficient. So yes, offline compiler is necessary. Do we have to submit assignment? Oh yes, you have to submit the assignment. No. Today's assignment you don't have to submit. From the next lab's assignment. Where on Moodle, right, Abhishek? On Moodle they have to submit.
Yes, yes, on Moodle they have to submit.
Everyone knows how to submit assignments on Moodle. Okay.
Hello.
What is the syllabus of C? C++, yes. The syllabus of C or C++? I didn't get your question. Yes, Ayush, you were saying something?
I was asking that I have installed the IDE for C and I'm trying to use the C++ libraries, but it is not able to import that. So we have to download the C++ library separately.
Or you can do, you can code in C. You can do. How many questions are there in one assignment? And it would vary. It depends on the professor. Like we have no idea. In this assignment, you have 16 questions. So you people should start with this assignment. Yes, Himanshi, you'll get 1 week to submit the assignments, and then we'll conduct the vivas, and you would have to explain your codes. And there would be some additional questions too, if necessary, in the viva. I hope you people have started with today's assignment, right? I'm assuming that you people have started. So we'll be back. Like obviously we are here only, but at 5:45 we'll start discussing some of the problems. Okay.
You can see the assignment in the chat box, right? Aren't you able to see it? Himanshi, you asked the question, right?
Sir, this on cloud material that.
Yes, on the OnCloud, there is a PDF, and I've also shared the PDF file
Okay. Thank you.
separately. Everyone is able to access the assignment, right? Raise your hands if you're not able to access the assignment, or you don't know where it is posted. So till where do we have to generate the Fibonacci? Like till 10th term would work. 10th term. Vishal, it's in the chat box. Just scroll up and you'll be able to see the link and the PDF file.
Ma'am, how to enter multi-line comments?
You can just use hash for each and every line, or yeah,
Okay.
you can just hash those lines, right?
Someone in the chat box, someone have given the answer in the chat box. Just now. You can see it. For the multi-line comment. So have you done it? How many of you have done it? Just write in the chat box. Hello, are you all there?
Yes, sir.
So if you have done it, just write it in the chat box. Or just one question also you have done it, just addition one. Then also you can write in the chat box. Ayush, would you like to volunteer for the first question?
Okay, sir.
You can share your screen, like so that everybody can see your code. We have to make the session interactive, right?
Sir, visible? It's
Yeah, it's visible now. Yeah. So please tell us what you've done.
sir, in the first question, I took three variables, A, B, and C. Then I'm writing in C, by the way. I then scanned two of them. I took one from the user, then another one from the user, then from another variable, I added the two, and then used the print command in C.
So very good, Ayush. You did it absolutely right. So I want to point one thing here, which you have to follow in every assignment from now onwards. Uh, that whatever you write, you have to comment your code every time. Like what do you mean by A? What do you mean by B? What do you mean by C? What are you doing in the next step? So you can comment each and every line, right? So that way, there your code is more readable, right? So to the right of every line, you can comment your code and let your reader know that you have done it and you have understood it. Like anyone can write this code from the internet and just copy paste here. Once you write your comments in this, the originality of the code comes in. Also, you understand it better. Uh, so it is must for each and every assignment from now onwards. Whatever you write, you just have to comment that what you are doing, so that it is just readable in the uh, readable to the and any person. So Ayush, it was not up to you in particular. So it was to everyone. I'm sure that most of the people do not have have not commented their codes in the in the first question right away. So I wanted to make this point to everyone. Uh, right. So someone. So Takir, you have done three questions.
Sir, by the way, we have to comment on every line. Each and every step we have to write a comment.
So wherever you find it necessary that the it is not obvious, like to a normal person who knows a basic sentence, just a basic sentence of it, like for int abc you are defining some variable, so you can say why you are defining them. uh,
Acha, matlab the major part,
yeah,
just to make
the major
understand.
part. Yeah, the scanf part, the printf part, you don't need to do every time. uh, that not needed. Like in the for loop, you just like basically what that for loop is doing, what it is doing after every step. So once you comment it, the you get to know like what it is doing. So and you can figure out your uh, mistake more easily by doing that, right? uh, So, Toki, you have done 3 questions, right?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I'm not. I might
Hello.
be mistaking your name. What is your
Hello.
name? Yeah.
Tokir. Tokir.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So you have done second question, right? It is on the
No, sir.
Fibonacci. Okay.
I have done one, third, and fourth means I'm
Okay.
doing the short question first. That's why I have done first, third, and fourth.
Okay. Okay. So I'll show you the solution for the Fibonacci series, right? So does anybody know what is Fibonacci series? Hello.
Yes, sir, where we add the numbers, first two numbers to get the next term.
Yeah. So can you tell me some of the terms of the Fibonacci series? First few terms.
1, 1, 2, 3, 5, and so on.
5, 8,
8,
30, and so on.
13.
Right. So how can we approach this problem? Right. We know. Suppose we are at fifth term of this series. So how can we find the fifth term of this series? Just by putting 5 into our function. You're getting it. We have to develop some kind of function so that we we put in that function some value 5, so it gives us uh, fifth term of the Fibonacci series, right? So how fifth term is calculated? uh, Someone would like to participate?
Yes, sir, we can make a sort of loop where we define a current term, a before term, and one before that term. So that we first add the last two terms, and then the one before term, we substitute its value to be the current term, and the term before it, its value will become the just behind term. So
So you are saying basically three terms you have to define: current, sorry, you have to define the current term, you have to define the previous term, and one more previous. Let, let's give it a name, okay. So so what you are saying, we have to run a loop. uh, we have to define current element to be previous plus opening, like one previous. So what next you are saying?
then O previous term should be equated to previous.
Yeah.
And then previous should be equated with current.
We have to run some loop, which we have to perform these three operations, and we just get uh, we have to do it again and again, so that we finally reach to our fifth term. So when we apply this loop for the first time, so we have priv and opriv as 1 and 1, right? So we have to find third term. We start from the third term in the starting. So uh, we have 1 1, so then this current term or third term becomes 2, right? And then for the next we have to find this loop will come again here. So we have to change this value to this value, like previous to here. Sorry, one oprev to here and previous to here, so that when we calculate the next current term, so it calculates the sum of these two terms, right? So I have written the code of this. So see, I have also not commented. So this is not a very good, not a good practice at all. So you have to always comment your code, right? So this is basically a function which gives a Fibonacci nth Fibonacci term. So I have started from the zeroth term. I have taken the zeroth term to be 0 and first term to be 1. So from the second term till nth term, I will run this loop and I'll find how uh, I'll apply those operations. So my current term is this result, and these are previous terms and one more previous term. So when this loop is iterated again and again, we get nth Fibonacci number. So I'll run in front of you. I've basically taken an input. So it is not working currently for some reason. So let's for the time being, but the logic remains the same. So have anyone have any doubt on this? Hello, hello. Are there any doubts?
No, sir.
No, sir.
So try to implement it, and after say 5 to 10 minutes, if you have any doubts, then you can ask currently only, or you can ask in the next class, right? So till 6:05, you try this, and then we will see.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, Vadi.
Ma'am, I have a doubt that, like in C, when we have to combine a string and an integer while we are printing, we can write the number is %d and then comma x, right? But how to do that in C++?
Instead of comma, use a plus sign.
All right, okay.
Hello?
Yes, Sakib.
Sir, in question number 6, we need to sort the array. So, do we have to write the whole sorting algorithm or just we can use the inbuilt sort function?
You can use the inbuilt sort function.
Thank you, sir.
So, is everyone done with the Fibonacci question?
Yes, sir.
So, would you like to volunteer reading to show the code?
Sure, sir.
Okay. Are you sharing your screen?
Yes, sir. Just a minute. Sir, I've not commented properly, but this is the code.
No. Okay.
Yeah, I've taken the input n to find the nth term of the Fibonacci series. Then I've initialized the first term and the second term of the series, and then the final term also I've initialized as f. Then I've used a for loop and then updating p1, p2 as required, and then finally printing the init term.
That's absolutely correct, Pradeep. Very good.
Thank you, sir.
You can unshare your screen.
Yeah.
Okay, so next we are going to do the sorting array question. Before that, do everyone know how to write an array in C or C++? Someone who don't know, you may raise your hand. Okay, no issues, Kunal. Uh, okay, I'm just sharing my screen. You can see that. Okay. So this is a C. Are you all able to see the screen? Just respond because I cannot see the chat box. Sorry.
Yes.
Shringi, yes, screen is visible.
Yes. So basically, like some only the people who are not familiar with C must not know this. So they are familiar in Python, I guess. So I would refer to Python to explain you this. Okay. So this is basically just like you define any variable. You have to define array in the same manner, but you have to pre-initialize the size of the array. In Python, we do not need to specify the size before. So here we are just declaring the array and just size associated with it, and rest everything is same with the uh, as in Python. So it starts from the zero. The indexing starts from zero and goes till and size minus one. Okay. So it goes from 0 till 99. So is everyone clear now with how do we initialize the array? And because you guys already know Python, so I'm assuming there is no issues with that. Also, I would like to mention one thing in this, that you cannot uh, append or delete some item in this. So like in Python, if you have to insert some item, you can directly write append. But here you have to pre-initialize up till that size, and then move your pointer to that index, and then substitute your value in that particular place, or whatever you say. Uh, so are there any doubts now also?
Sir, can we put the size of array be a variable?
No, you cannot put the size of array to be a variable. Like how you vary the size of array. Can you explain?
Sir, like if we put a variable n and then we n can take only integer values.
Okay, but once you give a particular particular variable to a particular value to a variable, like suppose you have a variable and size variable. Sorry, you have int size variable, and you give it a value 10. Suppose for now, and you initialize your array with that array size, right? So what difference did it make?
Sir, then we can change the size of array at any time. If we want to increase the size, then we can simply put the new value of n, and then the size of array will increase.
Yes, but it does not work that way. Like you in the starting, you referenced it to 100. You to 10. Sorry. You put the value of size to be 10, array size. Uh, so it is initially 10 size array. But suppose you change the value of size variable to be some 100, like, so the size of the array will not become 100. It will be 10 only, because you have initialized it to be with that value only. Array 10, you have initialized like that, so it will not be variable at all. In this, the size, once array is formulated, the size is static, so you cannot allocate. There's static memory allocation, if we call the correct term for it. This is called static memory allocation. You do not need to know much about it, because it is beyond the scope of this course. So just know that once you uh, once you give the particular size of array in this C++, so, then the size is fixed, size of the array, and you can change the values of uh, elements of the array to anything, but cannot change its size. In Python, we have dynamic arrays, which we can append and uh, some pop out some elements and insert, delete. All that is there, but here uh, you cannot do all those sort of stuff. So is that clear now? Anybody have any kind of doubt?
Yes, sir, it is clear now.
So in this class, I would like to encourage you to do a quick Google search for for your problems, right? So I'm telling you, you have to uh, you have to define an array in and put some numbers into it in some random fashion, like 4, 2, 6, 7, 8, 10, 13, 14, anything. You have to initialize an array of any size, and you have to sort that array, right? You have to sort it, and uh, you can Google it how to sort it. You will find some inbuilt function. There is some inbuilt function both in C and C++. So this will make you learn how can you see for your problems very fast on the by simple Google search. But that said, I am not saying just copy paste from there. I would rather suggest understand what they are doing and just use them in your code, like just a sorting function. Just don't blindly copy paste and then you are doing something that will not help you to learn. Once you write on your own, once you type on your own, then you will uh, have a better hold of syntax than any other. So the syntax learning is one of the easiest things. So like one boy in the starting said that they would have the Python people would have disadvantage because they have to learn a new language. I am saying that that is a very good advantage, that you have to learn a new language. Uh, if not anything, you can write it in your say CV or resume to show to outshow you know both the languages. So it have benefits, and very mild C++ in this course is required, like for loop, while loop, and the sorting function, and just like small little function will come, and these are all just a Google search away from you, right? So it's better to retain them or forget them. Like, not, if you will remember it, it will be better, but nothing matters if you do not remember it, right? So you have time till say 6:35. So then we'll discuss. So any issues? Any issues? If anybody is having any problem or anybody faces any problem, you can ask in the chat box or you can unmute and ask the problem.
Sir,
Yes, okay.
sir, in question number 10, it is asked that show array addition. So do we have to merge two arrays or some of the elements? What are we supposed to do? Hello?
I'm letting you know just in a minute.
Sir, should I repeat the question?
You are supposed to add the elements of the array and return it in another array.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
Okay, so it is 6:35 and I can see ascending order of array in the chat box. So Aryan, would you like to volunteer for this question? Okay, you may share your screen.
Five element. There is screen visible.
Yes, it is visible. You can continue. What you have done.
तो बताना
So
पड़ेगा
just
क्या?
yes, sir. Yes. Go ahead. Do you are you comfortable with?
Yes, yes.
So just go ahead. You may speak in Hindi also. There is no issue.
सर एक्सप्लेन करना पड़ेगा.
I explain. You have to explain.
मैंने सिंपल सा काम किया कि n की वैल्यू डाल दिया. ठीक है, n की वैल्यू लिया है तो आपको पता डालना है कि कितनी वैल्यू डालनी है. जैसे मुझे 5 डालनी है तो मैं
Okay.
पहले सीधा n डाल दूंगा तो बस 5 वैल्यू उसमें आ जाएगी 3 करके. बाद में
Okay.
एक और एरर बनाना है जिसमें सब में वैल्यू 0 डालनी है. जैसे 5 है 5 में 0 डाल देनी है ताकि बाद में जब असेंडिंग में डाल रहा हो तो एक एक वैल्यू उसमें चले जाए. इसमें बाद में आऊँगा, मैं बताऊँगा क्यों डाला है. नीचे पे जब हम एरे पे आए इस बार में 4 एरे पे तो मैंने 2 तरह के एलिमेंट ले लिए. ठीक है, तो मैं देखा कि ए जे जब 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 तक ए के से बड़ा होता जाएगा बी की वैल्यू प्लस होती चली जाएगी. फिर ये जो फॉर्मूला डाला है मैंने, फॉर्मूला में जो वैल्यू होगी वो जी की वैल्यू जो होगी, जैसे जी में एरे बनाए जी एफ इक्वल टू 0.
What is the use of A and what is the use of B? Okay.
जी, इसमें मान लो ये सब में वैल्यू 0 है, इसमें सब में वैल्यू 0 है. ठीक है, तो नीचे वाले में जो हम वैल्यू डालेंगे, मान लो मैंने सिंपली ये किया कि अगर मान लो 5 एलिमेंट है और एक एलिमेंट जैसे 3 है, 3 बाकी एलिमेंट से 2 एलिमेंट से बड़े हैं, तो अगर 2 एलिमेंट से बड़े हैं तो असेंडिंग ऑर्डर में ये तीसरे नंबर में आने चाहिए. जैसे 1 2 के बाद 3 आएगा तो तीसरे नंबर में आने चाहिए. तो तीसरे नंबर का कैसा आएगा, जैसे 0 1 2 तो 2 पे आने चाहिए. तो एन वैल्यू हमारा 5 है, 5 माइनस बी 2 आएगा क्योंकि 2 नंबर से बड़ा है तो बी 2 हो जाएगा -1. तो एन ये की पूरी वैल्यू हो जाएगी 2. तो ए इक्वल टू 2 पे असाइन हो जाएगा, जी इक्वल टू 2 पे असाइन हो जाएगा. जो ए इक्वल टू जे की वैल्यू है, जहाँ पे 3 दिख रहा है वो जी इक्वल टू 2 पे असाइन हो जाएगा. फिर जब लास्ट में हम ऐसे करते चले जाएंगे तो नीचे हम डाल देंगे डी इक्वल टू n-1, डी ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू 0, डी -1. ये वैल्यू आ जाएगी सारी.
Okay. So just run your code. Please.
Yes, sir.
Run your code once. Run it. You can.
The screen share cancel कर सकता हूँ.
Yes. क्या हुआ? रन करके दिखा सकते हो कोड को.
ये गलती से कल या मैंने 5 में एलिमेंट किया तो कुछ एलिमेंट एज्यूम कर लेता हूँ. 3
Your
1.
screen is not visible. Screen नहीं दिख रही.
अच्छा, स्क्रीन नहीं दिख रही. एक मिनट.
Your screen is not visible.
मैं दोबारा करता हूँ. अब दिख रही स्क्रीन.
Yes, it is visible.
This is the doubt. So वो तो आउटपुट का अलग से दिखाई नहीं दे रहा इसमें। अब दिख रहा होगा। अब मैंने 5 एलिमेंट लिया, उसमें से 3 1 4 5 2 रैंडमली उठा लिया, तो ये ऐसे असेंडिंग ऑर्डर पे जा रहा है 1 2 3 4 5।
Okay, that's correct, Aryan. Very good. So you may answer your screen. So someone have used inbuilt function for sorting.
Yes, sir.
So would you like to volunteer and share your screen? Show to the
Yes, sir.
class.
Yeah. So, is it visible?
Yes, it is visible.
First I took the input n, the number of elements. Then I declared an array of size n. Then I took the input of array and then I used this function sort inbuilt. So I passed the starting pointer and ending pointer plus 1. So the starting pointer would be array a and the last pointer would be a plus n minus 1. So the next iterator, next pointer to the last element, so a plus n, and then I printed it. It is working like in this.
Can you run it?
Yes. Yes. This is the output. It is good. Is my screen visible?
Yes,
Hello?
yes. Your screen. Yes, your screen is visible.
Yes,
That's
sir.
absolutely
Yes.
correct. Yeah,
Yes.
very good. It is absolutely correct. So Harshit have also given one solution for sorting. So that's all also correct, Harshit. You are able to run it, Harshit, right? So guys, I think this is it for today. I have so guys, for the homework part, you have to do 14, 15, and 16 questions. Those are very important questions. You can try all the questions, but 14, 15, 16 are compulsory. You have to do it because taking input and output from the file, you should know how to take input and output from the file uh, in C++ or C, right? So you can do it at home. And should you have any problem, feel free to contact us or directly put it on the MS Teams or just you can ask on the WhatsApp also.
You can also send a personal message to us on Teams. Abhishek Shringi or me, Radhamanan. You can. Or you can email anything.
So, anyone having any doubt in the questions discuss in the class?
If you don't have any doubts, then you can leave. And if you have doubts, then you can ask, obviously.
Hello. Can you explain in one question it was written that we have to allocate dynamically the memory in a 2D array. Can you explain that a little?
Okay.
Shringi, you are not audible, I guess.
Yeah, I was not speaking, sorry.
I guess we also need to check this dynamically what this keyword means actually. So in the next lab session, we'll let you know.
Ma'am, we don't have to submit these questions, right?
No, you do not need to submit these questions. These are just for practice purpose.
And Ayush, we'll get back to you. It was your question, right? I mean, everyone wants to know, I guess, what the keyword dynamically means. We'll surely get back to you.
Ma'am, the attendance has been taken or not?
Yes, yes.
If you can, ma'am,
Actually, ma'am,
check my name in it.
at the
I just left the meeting at 6:48.
ma'am, I am in the meeting as well, but I was not called any time like for attendance.
No.
So no issues in the
Yes.
MS Teams. When you enter, there is already a MS Excel sheet comes in, so we have the access to that attendance sheet. So you do not need to worry about it. We will have your
Okay, sir.
entry time and exit time. So till 6:45 we will consider it as present. If you have left before, uh, then you may be marked partially present, like half of the class present. So ideally, it should be marked as absent. So you can leave if you don't have any doubt. If you have, then you may stay. Ayush, would you like to mute yourself? Don't have any option.
What's there?
Ayush Chaudhary and also you not you.
Sir, will you tell it in the chat window? Should I leave now?
Yeah, I'll tell in the next class. Your
Acha.
doubt now? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Varun, Kunal, Saurav, you can leave if you don't have any doubts.
Sarav, are you there? I don't think he's there. Okay.
Shringi, you should stop the recording or else.
Yeah. I'm stopping it.